Alright everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of Ace Attorney Investigations, Part 2, Miles Edgeworth, Prosecutor's Path, whatever, I don't know, whatever the order is. When we last left off, we were about to poke some holes in the testimony of a pretty morally ambiguous guy, known to us in this game as John Doe. And so we're going to go ahead and get that started.
I understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious. However, that doesn't mean that he was injured. I don't suppose you have proof. Clearly my left arm is injured, but I can still use my right arm. When it was raining, I used an umbrella. I have no need for a raincoat.
Okay, so I have an idea of which statement I want to present some evidence at, and that would be... I think it's going to be, I don't suppose you have proof, and then you have to, submit the red raincoat with the blood on it. However, I'm going to press them a little bit because I just enjoy reading, their statements. It's fun. It's like extra content for free.
Hold
it! So you admit that the person in the red raincoat is suspicious?
Yes, I have been watching your investigation from the audience seating. An assassin! How dreadful!
What if I had evidence to prove that he was injured?
You certainly seem confident. I expected no less of you, Mr. Prosecutor.
You know of me.
It's because you're famous, sir. Maybe he read about you in the newspaper.
I have... Oops.
I have been observing your investigation.
Oh, sorry about the dogs. Okay. This man is clearly suspicious. If I expose his lies, I should be able to uncover the assassin's true identity. Oh, whoops. Clearly I can... Okay, go. Hold it! That looks quite severe. When did you suffer that injury?
Short while ago.
That's it?
Even preparing a single ice cream cone is now a difficult task. Due to the injury, I could not hold an umbrella with my left hand.
Hold it! From what I can see, you don't seem to be carrying an umbrella. I'm sure you're well aware that the rain stopped just before the incident occurred.
I do remember. Afterwards, the number of spectators swelled.
It hasn't even been an hour since then. Are you saying you lost it in only a matter of minutes?
Yes, exactly. Having your umbrella stolen in that crowd wouldn't have taken more than that, would it?
That's... He has a point, but...
The fact is, I had an umbrella when it was raining. I guess it'd be inevitable to lose an umbrella in the panic, sir.
Do you also intend to say it was inevitable his wound just happened to open?
So then, it wasn't?
All we know is, the assassin's left arm is injured. Mr. Doe has such an injury. His left arm is even bleeding.
Very suspicious, sir.
The problem is how to link this fact to Mr. Doe. I should use the R button to open up the organizer and review the evidence. Okay, that was less interesting than I thought it was going to be. Let's go ahead and just present the evidence and move on. Damn! Every time you present the correct piece of evidence, Edgeworth does a different haha, I'm superior sort of thing, and they're all great. Mr. Doe, you seem to be a very cautious person. However, today seems to be different because you left this behind.
You must be mistaken. That does not belong to me. Or perhaps you have evidence that proves otherwise.
Mr. Doe, is your injury all right? The wound seems to have opened.
Indeed, it is quite troublesome.
Yes, I'm sure it is. You have my deepest sympathies. After all, You would have escaped had your wounds not opened up.
What do you mean?
There is no mistaking that the one who wore this raincoat was injured. And I can prove that person was you. With this. That is a great panic animation. On the inside of this raincoat, there is a small blood stain. It's the blood of the assassin. I love this game.
Attacking the president is a serious crime, pal. You'll cause an international incident.
No matter how long you keep silent, your true nature will soon come to light. A blood test will settle this. The blood from the raincoat, and the blood from your bandaged arm. I have all the evidence I need. Why don't you just admit it? You're the assassin who attacked the president.
I am not the assassin.
You don't know when to give up. If this was a game of chess, you would have been checkmated a long time ago. Admit your defeat gracefully. He seems completely unfazed.
I suppose I have no choice. I'll admit it. Indeed, the raincoat is mine. He confessed, sir. Arrest him! Arrest him!
However,
However, that does not mean I shot the president. What's this, pal? Prosecutor Edgeworth, all you have proven is that I wore the raincoat. What sort of crime is that? I am no assassin. I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. All I did was put on that red raincoat and listen to the president's speech. It surprised me to see the bodyguards take action just before the gunshot rang out. Everyone in the audience immediately tried to escape, creating a state of panic. Are you satisfied this time?
his story's getting fishier by the minute. He's really suspicious. Glaring at me won't help. We've got evidence. Here, look at this guy in the red raincoat. That's gotta be the assassin.
I see. That is certainly not me.
What?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, please consider this carefully. Was I really the only one who wore a red raincoat?
Whether he was or not, the person in the photo can only be Mr. Doe. But why? This man's self-confidence and intensity. Alright, let's see. Okay, so let's kind of go through all these. I think that's the suspicious statement. We'll come back to that in a sec. Okay. So, just before the first gunshot rang out, I think I'm going to have to counteract that by doing the photos. Specifically, this photo. Because this was taken, like, I believe this was taken right after the first gunshot, but before the second. So, the bodyguards didn't take action until, I guess, prior to... Anyway, I'll try that. Hopefully you guys know what I mean, and we'll see if that works. But first, let's press.
Hold it!
As an ice cream salesman, you must know quite a bit about ice cream.
But of course, ask me anything you wish.
Curses. I don't know anything about ice cream. I don't know anything about ice cream. So, what's the most important thing about making ice cream? Mr. Edgeworth.
The most important thing about making ice cream is honor.
Honor? To make ice cream?
Without honor, ice cream is nothing more than sweet ice. You understand? I am just a simple ice cream salesman.
Whatever, man.
Hold it!
Why did you use a raincoat instead of an umbrella?
Is it strange to wear a raincoat on a rainy day?
It's strange to purposely wear a raincoat when you can't get your arm into it.
It both my hands were occupied, I wouldn't be able to serve ice cream. Why didn't you mention that in your testimony earlier? I'm terribly sorry. It must have slipped my mind. After all, I had just gone through all that.
All that?
The shooting of the president, of course.
Hold it!
So, the bodyguards reacted before the gunshot went off.
Yes, the bodyguards moved first. The one on the left side of the stage in particular.
You saw it all quite clearly.
I have good eyesight.
The names are written on the upper left of the security plan. The bodyguard on the left side would be Mr. Rook.
That is correct. A Mr. Ethan Rook, I believe. Perhaps he noticed the light from the laser pointer. That man is no ordinary individual.
From their actions, I don't believe that the bodyguards were amateurs. This man isn't an ordinary individual either. Please add that statement to your testimony.
As you wish. The man on the left side of the stage was exceptionally quick. A Mr. Ethan Rook, as I recall.
Oh, okay. So if we look at the security plans, the man on the left... Well, the man on the left... Wait a minute. Well, it does look like Rook. Let's press it.
Hold it!
So the bodyguard on the left was faster.
He reacted in just an instant. His response time was superb. I believe his name was Ethan Rook.
I see. He had plenty of time to react.
Not necessarily.
His expression never changes.
Hold it!
But you yourself did not run.
No, I did not.
Aha! What were you doing then?
Amidst the panic, someone gave my wound a big wallop. I was in terrible pain. I felt like sparks would shoot out of my eyes.
But in reality, no sparks came out. Sparks don't come out of people's eyes, Kay. The person who wore the red raincoat is the assassin. That's very clear from this photo. However, Mr. Doe is saying that the person wasn't him.
That's just some story he made up, sir. Rip off his disguise, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, in any case, I need to start exposing his lies. That's right! And in order to do that, we should press him for more details. Okay, so I definitely have to present a statement on the thing that I revealed. The man on the left side of the stage was exceptionally quick, a Mr. Ethan Rook, as I recall. Oh, but it says Rook takes Knightley's place. So... let's try it.
Objection!
Okay, I got it right, but I'm not 100% sure why yet. It seems you aren't just a simple ice cream salesman after all.
You think too highly of me, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
You know, this translation is really solid, but the whole, like, period instead of comma prior to naming somebody thing is starting to bug me. Anyway, let's keep going. Why would a simple ice cream salesman know the name of the president's bodyguard?
The name of the bodyguard? Surely you jest. Didn't you say their names just a moment ago? Mr. Knightley and Mr. Rook, correct?
Objection!
This is a diagram of the security plans. We learnt their names from this. However, please look. Only their surnames are written here. You distinctly said Ethan Rook. How did you know his full name when we did not?
That's pretty weird, sir. That's pretty weird, sir.
Why do you know his name? Explain yourself.
That was merely a slip of the tongue.
It's true. This guy is the assassin.
Young lady, you're being a little hasty. The reason I knew his name is quite simple.
What?
I am an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's.
What?
He and I have a bit of a connection. His is a name that I will never forget. Mr. Edgeworth, he's just telling a big fat lie. This is not a lie. I am just a simple ice cream salesman and an acquaintance of Ethan Rook's.
Objection!
In that case, let's just ask Rook himself about this. Whether or not he's acquainted with this dubious ice cream salesman.
As you wish. However, that may prove difficult now. He is currently busy with the President's security, after all. Besides, even if I am not an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's, does that prove that I fired the gun?
Objection!
If you aren't the assassin, then why did you remove your raincoat?
It was a little hot. The rain had stopped. I wanted to air out the wound. Is there a problem with that?
I just can't seem to corner him.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing? Hurry up and arrest him! That man's so suspicious I'd even arrest him myself!
Arrest him without evidence? How could I do such a thing? Come on! Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do something? Breaking news! The criminal is on the verge of escaping the prosecutor!
Oh dear. They're already treating me like a criminal. I understand. Since I've been suspected this far, it seems I will have to tell the truth.
The truth? What is he up to?
I saw another person wearing a red hood.
What?
What? Surely that was the person who is in the photo. I first noticed him right before the speech, when it was still raining. He caught my eye because his raincoat was the same color as mine. In his hand I saw a laser pointer, with a light aimed directly at the President.
It can't be. There was another person wearing a red hood.
I knew that if I wore the red raincoat, I'd be mistaken for the assassin. That is why I took off the raincoat.
You saw an assassin wearing the same color hood as yours? Wouldn't that be a nice coincidence?
That's what I expected you would say, which is why I did not testify as such. Prosecutors and the police are a suspicious lot. I knew that nobody would believe me. At the moment of the incident, the assassin was very close to the prosecutor.
Prosecutor? I only arrived after the incident.
Not you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. That prosecutor over there.
Huh? Me?
Yes, you should be visible in that photo.
Oh, yeah.
Here, right in front of the person in the red hood.
That's me, all right. What's your point?
What's this man driving at?
I have been observing your investigation this entire time, Prosecutor Edgeworth, and I have noticed something strange.
Something strange?
It seems you still haven't noticed this contradiction yet.
A contradiction? In this photo, the people who can be seen are the chief, Mr. Payne, and the assassin. I don't see anything strange.
Please think back carefully about the circumstances during the President's speech. I believe you're holding the evidence that contradicts this photo.
Do I have evidence that contradicts this photo? Well, I don't know. Let's think about it. So you're standing to the left, so that's not it. Whoops. I almost did the whole thing. It doesn't seem to me that the security plans contradict it. If it's the newspaper article, I'm going to destroy the universe. No, I don't think so. I don't see why that would be it, really. Let's look at the photo. Okay. Oh, you know, I wonder if it's the tape. Okay, so there's Payne and the chief of police standing next to each other, and it looks like Payne is leaning over to talk to the chief. Shrill old man.
According to the schedule.
Alright. Okay, I don't think that's it. I don't think it would be the gun. I don't know. It's not the raincoat, probably. Right, 'cause we just finished talking about that a bunch. Maybe it's one of the other photos? Is it one of the other photos? Is that Payne running away? No, his jacket's different color. Yeah, man, I don't know. Whatever, let's just start presenting stuff.
Take that!
Honest, I'm not sure, but I'll present this! Mr. Edgeworth, is it really okay to present evidence you're not sure about?
In times like this, maybe you should hold back, sir.
Yes, that's right. I didn't mean to go this far.
It's a shame, but you should just accept your mistake and try again.
Not good. The photo shows the chief, Mr. Payne, and the person in the red hood. And this was taken during the president's speech. I should think this over. Do I have evidence? No, I don't fucking know. Let's try this.
Take that!
It can't be. There's a contradiction between the photo and the tape. What? Whatever, we'll find out.
It seems you've noticed.
Also, how did he know anything about the tape? Anyway.
Because I've been observing your investigation.
Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, what's going on?
There is a person missing from this photograph.
Huh? Who is it?
Yes, it's rather strange. Someone who should be there, but is not.
The person who should be in this photo is... wait a minute. I can't look at the photo? Okay, well... So there's Rook, there's Knightley. It's one of these people. Obviously she's in it. Oh!
Take that!
Huh?
Miss Swift?
Why would you say that? Mr. Payne's voice was recorded on Ms. Swift's tape. He was whispering quietly with the chief prosecutor. Those are from the folks standing in front of me. I reckon it was two older men. They kept on whispering to each other. It seems Miss Swift was near Mr. Payne when she recorded the speech. Ah, but she isn't anywhere in this photo. Let me look at the photo again. Okay, yeah, she's really not there.
That is correct. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, who is the one you should be pursuing?
Nicole Swift, would you mind giving us your testimony? Come on. It feels weird when you talk all formal like that. It's fine. I ain't got nothing to hide. It ain't like I stayed in one spot while I was recording. I was moving around the audience area, shuffling here and there. I reckon this picture must have been snapped at a different time to my tape recording. So quit making that scary face. It ain't what you think. Man, what if she is the killer? Or one of them, or something, I don't know. Ms. Swift's tape recorded a conversation between my colleagues, Mr. Payne and the chief prosecutor. Why would Nicole be lying? That would mean...
It'd mean Nicole Swift is the assassin, pal.
Y'all gotta be kidding me. I ain't done nothing like that. Be that as it may, however, there is a contradiction in your testimony. Huh? I don't reckon so, no, sir. It appears I must reveal this contradiction with evidence. It ain't like moving around the audience area, shuffling here. Oh, okay. So you can't. It can't have been. It can't have been taken at a different time because that was right before the shooting, and yeah. So would I just present that with the tape recorder?
Objection!
Yes. Oh, well, I didn't press anything, but whatever. Miss Swift, a reporter shouldn't lie. I ain't lying. I'm an honest journalist. Perhaps, but there's no denying that the photo and the recording were taken at the same time. That's so. And what makes you say that? The truth lies in these photos. This photo could only have been taken at the same time as your recording. Which spot shows that this was taken at the same time as the recording? Well, I thought it was because the gunshot went off right after. Maybe it's because they're clearly talking to each other?
Take that!
Here, study this area closely. Therein lies the anaphia. It's not true. Nope, I don't see it. Where is it? Here, look closely. Can't you see it? Either you're talking a load of hot gas, or this is one of them paranormal photos. Mr. Prosecutor, are you telling me you're into UFOs and such? Oh man, it's totally, she's misunderstood me. I need to have another listen to Ms. Swift's tape. It's clear the tape was recorded at the moment this photo was taken, and the evidence that shows this is hidden somewhere within the photo. Which spot? I can't look at the tape. Okay, well, Okay, so I think I remember something on tape being like, oh, he's raising his hand.
Take that!
Can you see the president with his fist raised in the air? Alright, good memory, Free Chief. What about it? Miss Swift, might we hear your tape one more time? Nuh-uh. You ain't gonna hear a word way you've been treating me. Would you rather we charge you with obstruction of justice and seize it from you? Fine, you win. I'm no match for you, Mr. Prosecutor. The question is, during which part of his speech did the president raise his fist? Okay, right.
No matter what sort of heinous criminal organization there is, I will not allow them to exist.
The president raises his fist in the air. The atmosphere is boiling to a fever pitch.
Aha! Raises his fist straight from the horse's mouth, sir.
This tape was recorded at the moment the president raised his fist overhead. Then that means Nicole not being in this photo is really strange. Oh, but she is in the photo. Right here. The person in the red hood. It was you, Nicole Swift. Ah! That's fucking great.
You're the real assassin, aren't you, pal?
That ain't so. I ain't never worn that red raincoat. This red raincoat in question belongs to... I think it actually does belong to John Doe, but her thing is reversible. The raincoat's owner is Mr. Doe. That much has been proven. You were wearing something else. A different red hood.
You mean there were two red hoodies, sir?
Mr. Doe's last testimony was true. But we didn't find any other red raincoats. What Mr. Doe saw was a red hood, not a raincoat. Miss Swift, what was it you told us earlier about your parka? Oh, you mean when I said I ain't worried about it getting all dirty? It's reversible, so all I gotta do is turn it inside out. No! Oh man, what a great animation. As I thought. Mr. Edgeworth, the inside of her parka is red. Indeed, and during the incident she was using that side.
What? Hey, pal, what's the big idea?
You're wrong. I've been wearing it like this the whole day. Well then, will you allow me to examine your parka? Well, what are you expecting to find? We know it was raining prior to the president's speech. I believe you said earlier. Well, I don't use raincoats or umbrellas. Come rain or snow, all I need is my trusty parka. If you really didn't turn your parka inside out, then the inside should be dry. Hang on a minute. I ain't taking all this heavy backpack and putting it back on again. Sorry, but can we do this another time?
You think you can fool Mr. Edgeworth with that, pal? All right then, pal. If we're really wrong, prove it. Show us the inside of the parka.
It wasn't me. I ain't no assassin. Miss Swift, if you want me to believe that, then you need to cooperate with us. Will you please tell us why you wore the red side of the parka? I'm sorry, Mr. Prosecutor. I had my reasons, honest. I'll tell you everything. Just quit bullying me. Whose voice was that? I mean, whose voice was that? There we go. Who's that? Oh. What up, dude?
Hey, you in the fancy suit. Haven't you been jumping the gun ever since your opening move?
This man was in Kay's photo.
Whoa, I guess I should introduce myself.
Whoa, like a fucking horse. I love this game.
Whoa, I guess I should introduce myself first. My name is...
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm changing his voice.
Horace Knightley, the president's bodyguard. Second in command of his personal security unit. Ah! Well, watch it, pal. That's not a toy. Whoa, my bad. She just wants to come out and play. Can't seem to help it.
Why do you have a gun if you're not a police officer?
She's a lady of Zhang Fa. Only the president's bodyguards are authorized to use it. Anyway, back to business. I've got some news for you. There's good news and bad news. Which do you want to hear first?
It makes no difference to me. Do as you wish.
You sure? I'm giving you the first move. All right, I got you. I'll start with my pawn.
It seems you enjoy chess.
You play too, Mr. Fancy Suit?
It's Edgeworth, and I do have a fondness for chess.
Is that so? Well then, Chessmaster Edgeworth, I'll start with the good news. The president's safe. Not even a scratch on him. Really? That's great, pal. It seems that the young lady was not a murderer after all.
Good for you, Nicole. But I...
Whoa there. Don't forget there's still the bad news. The president is safe because his bodyguards protected him. Actually, I had nothing to do with it. It was the leader who protected him. At the cost of his own life.
That would be the other bodyguard. Rook, was it?
Yeah, that's right. Rook died to protect the president. What? Is that so? Rook is dead. What a shame.
That means... Nicole.
It means the little lady killed him. My brother in arms.
That ain't true. I ain't a murderer.
Whoa there! Pipe down, little Miss Murderer. Jeez. Even if we had to make a sacrifice to protect the king, it was a pretty bad move. That castling. Sacrifices and castles? What's he talking about, sir?
They're all chess terms. He's saying Rook's life was exchanged for the president's.
This guy sure talks funny, sir.
Horace Knightley, was it?
What do you want?
I'd like to examine the victim's body as soon as possible. And if it's possible, I'd like to question the president.
Sorry, but I can't let you do that. What? I got another piece of news for you, and this one's a doozy.
There's another piece of news.
From here on out, this investigation will be handled by the Zhangfa police.
What?
What's going on, pal?
This case is under our jurisdiction. You have no right to interfere.
You're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? The president knows about you solving the Gattaca arrest case.
I'm honored.
That's why the chief prosecutor designated you to be in charge of the case.
It seems the chief prosecutor made a little appeal to the president.
But it looks like you're the wrong guy for the job. I didn't know you'd have this kind of reaction. It's the president's orders. If you oppose, you'll cause an international incident. Capiche? Hey, little lady, get over here. We'll continue your questioning inside the president's plane.
No. I didn't do nothing.
Hey now, don't be a baby. You scared of a little Zhangfa justice?
Mr. Prosecutor, please help me. Miss Swift. It's clear that Miss Swift was the person in the red hood. However, that doesn't mean that the whole truth has been revealed. I really didn't do it. Please believe me. Is it really all right for it to end this way? All I see is a girl with eyes full of fear, pleading for help. Certainly not someone who's committed a heinous crime. If I stand aside now and do nothing, the truth will be lost to the darkness. Huh?
Whoa!
What?
What the? You!
Haha.
Silence! What the is an impolite way to greet someone?
Damn, look at Doe getting in there and with a knife. Okay. So, we're going to have to go ahead and stop there because I'm about 7 or 8 minutes over time. Because I was really into the game, because I really like this game. But, you know, I want to keep my episodes close to 30 minutes, so that's what we're going to do. Thank you so much for watching with me this time, and I will see you next time, when we'll find out exactly what move Doe's going to make on this great big chessboard that we carved.